on a spiritual path, yes, we're working to release negative feelings and emotions. And yes, we're working to clear and quiet our mind and come to a better place inside of us. But we are also working to bring our attention to our center, to our heart, and live from that place where peace resides. What that means is that it's important for you to establish that you will always have a place to go to inside that is peaceful, no matter what is happening in the world, no matter what is happening inside of you, no matter what thoughts you're having, that your strength will be that you can always find your way back to your inner peace. And inner peace and inner strength coexist. So imagine that you want to take the approach on a spiritual path of curiosity, of experientialness, and you don't want to feel like you have to cut parts of yourself off or deny parts of yourself or hope that parts of yourself that you don't like will just go away. Instead, we're working with seeing and sending love and living from love over and over and over again. Now, also, as we go further on our path, we are going to experience again deeper and deeper layers of suppressed negativity. Again, those can be really negative thoughts, judgments towards ourselves, judgments towards the world. It can be very negative emotions that can feel like a tidal wave and very overwhelming. If by the time you get there, you've built enough attention to your heart and to love, then that love will buoy you through the experiences that you need to have in order to free yourself from any hold they have on you. And imagine that when we have moments that we feel we're out of control, we feel we're reactive and we're, upset or screaming, or we're in an addiction and doing something there, then we know that there's something driving that inside of us that is not in our conscious mind. Because if we can see it, we can heal it. And if we cannot see it, then we don't even know what we need to do to heal, or we don't even know that we need to heal anything. And some people get stuck on believing that they know what's wrong, even though they can't stop the out of control behavior, whatever that is. And yet it's kind of a misunderstanding. And of course, it's a misunderstanding that the ego loves, because the ego is continuing to control us through our own unconsciousness. whatever it is that we don't know is there, that's happening in the background. And so if we think we know it, right, then the ego is like, great, that's right. That is what's going on. And it's important for us to get clear what we need to know to keep researching and keep self-reflecting and keep digging and keep opening to learning new things about ourselves so that we have an opportunity to heal in a way that we otherwise just would not have. And the last thing that I want to talk about is just reminding each one of you, we really forget, especially when people have been on a path for a while. It's so easy to take for granted. It's so easy to forget the magic. It's so easy to just imagine that the experiences that you've had on your path that have been miraculous are just, stories from yesterday, and that at this point you may downplay them. I always create and speak of a practice that states that we always want to approach our path brand new, with wonder, with curiosity, with a deeper openness, with really wanting to grow more and farther than we are, to work hard not to bring any sort of taking for granted into your path, or working hard to create that remembrance and not forgetting that being on a spiritual path is miraculous and it doesn't happen by accident. You choose this, and what you're experiencing and what you can experience is so amazing and such an acceleration of your life as you know it right now into somewhere much, much better.